My own blood traded me for a cheater's smile. They say blood is thicker than water, but I've learned that sometimes blood is just convenient. I walked in on my husband Marcus with our neighbor on a random Tuesday. No big dramatic showdown, just the sound of a key in the lock and the crushing realization that my 7-year marriage was a lie. I packed my bags that night. I thought I was leaving the betrayal behind. I didn't realize I was walking straight into a second one. My mother, she worshipped Marcus. He was the son she never had. He fixed her sink, he talked football with my dad, and he had this way of making everyone feel like they were the only person in the room. When I told them why I was leaving, my mom didn't hug me. She didn't even look angry at him. She just sighed and said, "Relationships are hard, Maya. You're always so stubborn. You probably just need some space." The first Sunday dinner after the papers were signed, I showed up at my parents' house smelling my mom's pot roast. I opened the door, and there he was, Marcus, sitting in his usual spot at the head of the table, pouring my father a beer. I froze. My heart was actually pounding against my ribs. I looked at my mother and asked, "What is he doing here?" She didn't even blink. She just adjusted the centerpiece and said, "He's family, Maya. We're not going to stop loving him just because you two couldn't make it work. Now sit down. Don't make a scene. Don't make a scene." I stood there watching the man who broke my heart laugh at my father's jokes, while my own mother handed him the best cut of meat. I was the ghost at my own family table. I left without a word. For months it stayed the same. 4th of July. Marcus was at the grill. My sister's graduation. Marcus was in the front row. They posted photos on Facebook. "Family forever," the captions said. I wasn't in a single one of them. When I finally confronted my dad, he just looked at his shoes. He told me, "He's a good guy, Maya. He made a mistake, but he's been there for us more than you have lately." I stopped going. I stopped calling. And you know what the crazy part is? They didn't even notice for 3 months. My mom finally called last week, not to apologize, not to ask how I was doing. She called to tell me that Marcus was bringing his new girlfriend to Christmas dinner, and she wanted to make sure I wouldn't be weird about it. I realized then, I wasn't just losing a husband, I was losing a family that valued nice over loyal. So I told her, "Have a great dinner, Mom. I hope the pot roast was worth losing a daughter. Some bridges don't just burn, they collapse under the weight of people who refuse to stand by you."